there. Fielding, look, it hasn't been, obviously there's a bit of an improvement from Bangladesh, but still there's moments there where we were letting ourselves down. Actually more on the ground fielding, which is probably where we've been really good. Just our angles, awareness, yeah. So I'd say all elements really, and obviously, like I mentioned, decision making is key to it.
Coach, obviously, having maybe Lionel lost the first 2 games and CSK very much that. What's maybe the focus for tomorrow's game then? I know, especially you as a coach, maybe trying to motivate the guys going for a game maybe that might necessarily not win the series, but there's a game still to play nonetheless.
100%, and it's a great opportunity. We're still playing the World Champions, and like we said, change, whether we're 2-0 down or 1-0, if you said to them, or the players that are in that change room, when they were 12 and 2 years old, that you're going to play a game tomorrow against the World Champions, in a full house that you're in your home country, you've got to grab that opportunity. So the opportunity is still there, and we've got to be on our best game to give ourselves some sort of chance. So I know the guys are really motivated to do that. They're disappointed with the way things have gone. And certainly they try their best, and India are an incredible outfit. So it's great learning for everybody.
And then maybe just as a follow-up, now that you mentioned that there is an opportunity and you want to put your best foot forward, so does that mean we might see more or less the same team, or you're going to reject a few things maybe going into this one?
Yeah, I don't really see there being any changes, or if there are, there won't be many. Again, it's not a lot of time, so you want these guys to obviously gain as much as they can from it.
The question that I would ask is, do you think Wesley Badevere should be getting more of the ball? He seems to do quite a bit when it was did in the ODI. I know it's a different format, a longer format, and also domestically. Do you think there should be an opportunity for him to bowl a bit more?
Yeah, he's been working hard in his bowling. The last 3 months he's put a lot of effort into his bowling, and he did bowl well in the series against Bangladesh. But at the same time, you've got a frontline spinner who's an offie in Raza. You obviously backed young Bennett with the ball today. He often goes on what he feels is best out of in the moment on the field, and he thought that Benny was the best option there. And yeah, there's like I say, it's obviously up to the captain's decision in the moment, and he himself is an off spinner. So I don't necessarily say he should have had an over. I think the decisions were correct on the field.
Looking at the team, I know there's been 2 changes this particular series. And now we're looking at a cycle going on to the 2020 World Cup comes the T20. Is there, after looking at this, giving the opportunity to the core that played in the 19 months until the debut this month, is there now going to be a thought process about maybe freshening up the team to look at building up? And I know we talk about the pool a lot of the times, but the pool needs to play.
So yeah, if I'm getting your question right, I mean, obviously it has changed. We've changed the finishing role to see if we can sort of figure that piece of the puzzle out. And Murray's been brilliant in that space in these 2 games. He's shown real good signs in that role, so that's exciting. Obviously, Wesley's coming. He wasn't with us at the World Cup, so there's another new player that's coming from the World Cup, and then Curran's played. So there's already sort of 3 changes, and then Newman's played in this series. So that's the 4th. He wasn't with us at the World Cup. So certainly we're looking at those guys now and seeing how they go and giving them a fair opportunity, and then we'll move on from there.
And then, sorry, one just follow-up quick question. Do you feel maybe coming to this series, was there a bit of exhaustion? Mostly it's the same core group of players that are playing the tests, the ODIs, and the T20s. Is there a bit of a worry about that a bit?
No, the guys are feeling good. Obviously, there has been a fairly heavy-ish workload on them, but not as much as last year. If you think about last year, we had played, I don't know what it was, maybe 9 tests already, something like that. Where this year we've only played the 1 and 3 ODIs. I mean, that's your big within that test, the Siemens didn't put that many overs in. They didn't have 20 overs, spells, or not spells, but innings. So yeah, I think they're feeling good. Obviously, I think they're looking also forward to the break now. They'll have sort of 3 weeks off before we get going again. So they'll be able to freshen up before we head off into our next series end of August. But certainly, I think they've been good. We built them up in a specific way in the build-up to Bangladesh. So we knew that they'd be able to obviously get through these couple of months.
Okay, one last one. So nothing to do with the series at the moment. Have you been around watching the NPL? And perhaps what's your comment on that in terms of the talent that's coming out there from the juniors right up to the main teams?
Yeah, I haven't been able to go watch any games. Obviously, we've been really busy. Like Larry mentioned, we've had a lot of games on the go. But certainly, we've obviously on the phone and the streaming, we keep an eye on it. So it's a great competition. It's brilliant for the guys to get out there. The more they play, the better. And obviously playing against some good players as well. So yeah, it's exciting competition, and there's obviously been some guys who are putting their hands up in that space, which is nice to see. And hopefully that sort of carries on into